His name is Mike Caracciolo. Like millions of other guys, Brooklyn, New York is his hometown. Like millions of other guys, he has opinions about the world in which we live. What makes Caracciolo different is that hundreds of thousands of people tune in via the internet to hear what he has to say. Our advice to the world is, don't get under Big Mike's skin, lest you wind up being skewered in a profanity-laced rant on thekidfrombrooklyn.com.
Hey, the big man's back, www.thekidfrombrooklyn.com. You know, the mail, we must have something in us, an instinct or something, Every time we see a good-looking woman, we can't help but looking at them. And when they I fell into that burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames climbed higher. Sir, we went to that Starbucks the other day, they got all these fancy things there. Cafe Frappi, Cafe Lotto, Cafe Cappuccino, Cafe this. They charge you $5. $5 for a cup of coffee with a little squirt.
His ever-growing popularity reaching cult icon proportions, we sent our powers Matthew Walton out to visit with the Kid from Brooklyn.
When he's not pouring out his feelings about anything from gas prices to Starbucks, you'll find Big Mike Caracciolo here, running his ticket brokerage firm. Need a ticket to a sold-out event? If you've got the cash, Big Mike's your man.
They're $250 a piece.
In Caracciolo's office sits 200 to 300 tickets to some of the hottest events in the Big Apple. It's a business he fell into by fate many years ago.
I tell you, I went in front of Madison Square Garden maybe 40 years ago, and the show was a basketball game. The Knicks were playing the Chicago Bulls, and it was sold out. And the guy said, well, I got a ticket. It was a $12 ticket. He said, I'll charge you $40. I said, well, what the hell? I mean, I took it. I went in, and I said, well, I'm sitting in my seat, and I'm saying to myself, well, this ain't a bad business. The guy paid $12, then maybe he paid $20 for it, and he charged me $40. I said, it's a pretty good racket. So I got into it. It's like any other business. I got into it. I got burnt the first couple of times, but I got to know it good after about a year or two.
It was Big Mike's love of sports and Bat Day at Yankee Stadium that provoked him to vent his opinion via internet video to a handful of friends. The rest, as they say, is history.
Kid from Brooklyn, my computer guy. I'm new to this computer technology. He come in my office, set up computers. I didn't even know how to work the computers, and he says to me, how would you like your own website? I said, well, what are you talking about? He said, well, yeah, I'll show you. He showed me a couple of websites. I said, all right, go ahead, thekidfrombrooklyn.com. That sounds good. And he says, yeah, okay, it's your, I'll buy it for you. It's your site. And he says, yeah, you could say anything you want on the videos there, up to 3-4 minutes, and I'll put them up on the internet for you. So at first I was a little green, I put a couple of videos up there, and nobody knew about the Kid from Brooklyn. It's a billion sites on the internet. If you don't know it's there, you're never going to find it. And I just sent it out to friends of mine. I said, here, look at my video today. Maybe 10, 12 friends. And that's the way it laid for about a year and a half, just making personal videos for friends of mine. And they went out, then I did the Bat Day, and one of my friends said, well, I have a Super Bowl pool going on this week. I got 1,500 guys in a pool. Is it all right if I send your Bat Day video out to all my members? I said, well, go ahead. Well, what do I care what you do with it? And he sent it out like last November, and it hit like wildfire. I mean, I started getting 2,000 to 3,000 emails a day, phone calls. It drove me crazy. I never thought it would escalate to where it is today. Never.
Tell me about Bat Day. Tell me about that.
Well, Bat Day, can I use profanity on this? I don't want to offend anybody. Bat Day, a friend of mine, he comes walking into my office one day, and he says, I'm never going back to that Yankee Stadium. He says, murder. Took me 2.5 hours to get in the joint, and he told me they're searching my pockets and searching my bags. Meanwhile, it's Bat Day, and I said, well, gee, I'm going to tell everybody out there, A friend of mine went to Yankee Stadium the other day, and they were searching his pockets, and they were going through his bags, and all kinds. Took them 2.5 hours to get in the joint, but meanwhile, it's bat day. They're handing out 50,000 baseball bats. And then I thought in my mind, the airline should get into this racket. Every passenger that boards a plane, hand them a baseball bat. What can it cost them? $2, $3 a piece, wholesale. Now, if you're one of these terrorists and you get on that plane, what are you going to do when you see 300 people armed with baseball bats? You're going to stick your finger up your and whistle Dixie. You're getting the out of there. Which dawned on me again. I wish and I pray I was a passenger on that plane and one of them terrorists would come on and pull a box cutter or a knife on me. I hit him over the head and sent him to boot in heaven. And that's the way it was, right off the top of the head. No practice, one shot, and that's the way it is, and it became one of the biggest videos I made.
It's a kid from Brooklyn. Is it an alter ego of yours? Is it you completely?
That's 100% me, no bull. It's 100% factual, 100% the truth. I try to tell people the truth in a funny way. I try to explain to them what's going on in the world, different situations, and it's all true. I get thousands of emails and everybody, big man for president, big man, you rock. So, I tell the truth. I don't lie. I had a lot of advertisers that wanted me to advertise certain products, and I refuse to do it because I don't think the product's worthy of. I don't want people to think that I'm doing it for the money. So actually, I tell advertisers no because I don't want to endorse your product. I'm doing it. Basically, that's me. It's a 100% me. That's the way I am. That's the way I talk. It's no acting involved. There's no bull involved. It's straight me, and I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't like to offend anyone. I stay away from ethnic jokes. I don't want to offend people, no matter what color they are, what nationality, because like I said, we're all the same.
Yeah, you said it earlier. I mean, you got college student, you got working class. I mean, as far as a target audience or a group of people or demographic, I mean, you got it all across the board. Is there one though that seems to appeal to everyone else? I mean, is it like young men or young women or older men or military? I mean,
if I told you, you never believe me in a million years. I get most of my emails from head CEOs of large companies, which I don't want to mention, CEOs and managers of all big companies, lawyers, a lot of lawyers, doctors, a lot of educated people, which I was quite surprised with the language and profanity on there, but they got a kick out of it. And one man put it, you say what the average person's afraid to say, and you put it in your words. I mean, a lot of people, head CEOs of companies. I got thousands of emails of all companies all over the country.
Our thanks to Big Mike for taking the time to sit and talk with us. We couldn't resist. We asked him if he was familiar with the I.B.E.W. As he headed for his computer, camera, and internet hookup to record his answer, we held our breath.
Hey, the big man's back, www.thekidfrombrooklyn.com. I was walking in New York the other day in Manhattan, I see all the buildings, the brand new buildings that they're putting up, and I seen the I.B.E.W., the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers on a job. I tell you, the big man, he felt safe because he knows all them men and women, they do a hell of a job. They're the backbone of this country, not like these companies that downsize and they sent all the jobs over to China, Mexico, Honduras. Who the hell knows what other country they sent it to? Imagine getting a prefab building built in China and sent back here with electrical work. The goddamn building will burn down after a day. They do a lousy job. But the I.B.E.W., that's the way to go. That's the way to go. They're the best electrical workers in the world. And you got it right for the big man. Take it from me. So if you're looking to rent a building or buy a building, make sure
Now you make sure they got the I.B.E.W, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers on a job, and you get it right from the big man. This is the big man, www.thekidfrombrooklyn.com, I.B.E.W, and the big man's always happy to see you.